Well, the clock is ticking and the pressure is mounting quite literally when it comes to COP29. Another breaking point it has reached. Developed countries are dodging the question yet again. How much climate finance are they willing to put up on the table to ensure that developing countries can progress? They can address their climate challenges, they can meet the common climate goals, and also ensure that they can avoid the climate catastrophes. Negotiations have hit a standstill, nothing new, something that happens year on year. Take a look at this report that tells you what's different this time around, except for possibly more expectations and hope.
The gloves are off at COP29. After days of intense discussions, a stunning breakdown has left the summit tethering on the edge of disaster. In a move that has shocked the world, all countries have rejected the latest climate finance draft, plunging the summit into chaos. The central issue? A simple yet unsettling question. How much money will the developed world commit to help the global south face the climate crisis after 2025? The developing world has made their demands clear. At least $1.3 trillion per year to combat escalating climate disasters. That's 13 times the $100 billion pledged back in 2009, a promise that was never fully met. Yet, despite the urgency, rich nations continue to play the old game of cat and mouse, dodging responsibility and leaving the most vulnerable in the lurch.
What do we want?
Meanwhile, negotiators have been mulling over numbers at yet another cozy retreat. Unfortunately, nothing close to what's needed. The European Union is proposing a target of $200 to $300 billion a year, but that's a mere drop in the ocean compared to the trillions the developing world needs. For the global south, this is old hat, another round of broken promises and empty words. As they watch the rich nations circle the wagons, it's clear that the climate finance conversation is once again stuck in a loop of hogwash. The proposed sums fall far short of the mark, and as the impact of climate change continues to wreak havoc, the rich world seems content to sit pretty.
When Prime Minister Modi is launching a scheme for 10 million or 1 crore rooftop solar plants in India, that matters. But the climate talks, so to say, have limited significance.
This latest impasse raises serious questions about the commitment of wealthy nations. The gap between what's needed and what's being offered is widening by the day, and the clock is ticking. If the rich nations don't come to the table with a serious offer, the consequences could be catastrophic. For the developing world, the stakes couldn't be higher. If COP29 fails to deliver, it won't just be another summit gone wrong. It will be a devastating blow to the planet's future. But right now, it feels more like a storm on the horizon, with the clock ticking down and no solution in sight. As the negotiators scramble, the question remains, will they rise to the challenge, or will they be remembered as just another footnote in the long history of climate inaction? With Arjun Samar Mahendran, Bureau Report, NDTV World.